The start of the new DCU is among us as James Gunn gives us his first animated project titled Creature Commandos. So does he make a strong debut with this new HBO Max animated show? Let's get started on my review of the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos. Let's go.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What's going on, all my Flicksters? This is Jacey from Jacey Flicks, and I just finished watching the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. Before I do start, please know this will be a spoiler-free video, just in case you haven't seen any of the episodes just yet, currently showing on HBO Max. Also, please make sure that you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on more cartoons that I'm recapping and giving you my reaction to, and even just talking about, just like this. So, Creature Commandos stars Maria Bakalova, Frank Grillo, Alan Tudyk, David Harbour, Zoe Chow, Viola Davis, and more. A Black Ops team of monsters is assembled by Amanda Waller after Task Force X is dismantled, aka Suicide Squad. Alright, so my first thoughts out the gate, you guys, is that Creature Commandos is a bold and unconventional start to the new DC universe, embracing a mix of violence, lewd humor, and graphic storytelling. While its animated format may not appeal to everyone, it effectively sets the tone for the new direction under James Gunn and Peter Safran, aka the 2 new heads of the DCU. Now, another thing I could say, you guys, is that this series bridges the gap between the now defunct DCEU and the newly minted DCU, offering us fans a taste of what's to come. With a seamless balance of present-day narratives and character backstories, each member of the team gets their moment to shine, which I was kind of impressed with. Now, as far as the plot and the story for these 2 episodes, I know it's still kind of new, but the plot cleverly shifts focus among the ensemble, and it looks like next week's episode will focus more on G.I. Robot's backstory, which I'm excited to see. The bride is played wonderfully by Indira Varma, which I've been watching Game of Thrones, and it's crazy to see her on there and then now on here. But anyways, so far she emerges as a standout character, anchoring the emotional core of the series with her journey of growth and self-discovery. And I love how they're starting to incorporate some of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein story with the bride and Frankenstein, bringing an interesting dynamic so far to the story of the Creature Commandos. Though I don't know how I feel exactly on how they met with the creator and all those things, and kind of a rift that starts between the bride and Frankenstein. I mean, it does bring for an interesting story, and just to kind of see where their arcs go, I am very intrigued. But for fans of the Frankenstein and even the Bride of Frankenstein, even Mary Shelley's version and that whole story, I don't know exactly how they're going to feel about that. And another thing is that though there is a part of me that wishes that Gunn would have stuck with some of the original characters from the start of the series, like they did in the DC Showcase short film in Batman Death of the Family, which mostly featured Sergeant Rock as he led the crew of Creature Commandos. And the original creatures in there included Frankenstein's monster, of course, and also Vincent Valcaro, aka the Vampire, and Warren Griffith, aka the Wolfman. Not sure why he decided to leave them out, but hopefully, fingers crossed that they do arrive in the future with this adaptation, because I would love to see those 2 characters. Now, as far as the acting, the performances in Creature Commandos are outstanding so far, even from actors who typically work in live action roles. For instance, Frank Grillo, who is actually in a new movie called Werewolves right now. He's been in the Purge movies. He's been in a lot of action roles, but he does bring depth to Rick Flag Sr., whom, if you guys do not know, Rick Flag Jr. was actually played by Joel Kinnaman in the Suicide Squad and Suicide Squad, both movies actually. While Indira Varma captivates as the bride, Zoe Chow and Viola Davis also shine as Nina Mazursky and Amanda Waller. While Alan Tudyk and Sean Gunn offer quirky yet fitting performances in their roles with Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel as well as G.I. Robot, it's pretty nice to see some of the versatility in this show so far. I had no idea, by the way, that Sean Sean Gunn was not only reprising his role as Weasel, but also voicing J.I. Robot in here. David Harbour's portrayal of Eric Frankenstein offers an interesting take so far, aka Frankenstein's monster, adding to the character's unique appeal. I know I saw a recent interview with these actors, and they haven't yet revealed which actors in particular will be playing their counterparts in live action. But I do know that previously, even on Twitter, James Gunn has said that with these voice actors voicing some of these characters in here, there's going to be some that might actually be in live action adaptations in the future, which I'm pretty stoked about. Now, when it comes to the animation, you guys, Creature Commandos is visually engaging and perfectly complements its quirky, offbeat tone so far. Now, one thing I will also say, and I will preface this, is that if you do have children around or whatnot, please be mindful that this is TVMA. Like, there are some crazy, even sexual scenes in this show so far, and it's really gory. So also keep out for the language as well. So this is very adult. This show is definitely setting a tone that's pretty wild and really pushes the boundaries when it comes to cartoons and just adult animation, period. The one thing that does seem odd to me though so far is the show's soundtrack, which is a signature James Gunn element, blending European folk music with punk rock influences to align with the old world setting. Now, I'm not opposed to bringing in some different type of music into any kind of show or even a movie, but this seems a little different than the tone I was expecting, but it'll be interesting to see how the music plays into this show as we continue to watch. And while the show's overtly sexual humor and character designs might not resonate with all viewers, its interesting character dynamics and depth add intrigue to the first 2 episodes, and I hope it keeps that going for itself. So far, I'm excited to see where this show goes, you guys. It does have its flaws so far, but I do love how James Gunn writes some of these characters, especially in group settings. Like you have your Guardians of the Galaxy, you have your Suicide Squad, and now Creature Commandos. I'm hoping that he really writes these characters well and the plot and the story go in different ways that you're not expecting. Because of its sharp writing and cohesive storytelling, they do overshadow some of these missteps. And again, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. I'm cautiously optimistic. By keeping its focus on a contained narrative rather than overwhelming world building, Creature Commandos seems lighthearted, fun, and entertaining so far. Fingers crossed. Come on, James Gunn. Do not let us down, right? Especially us DC fans. With Gunn's trademark combination of lovable oddballs, dark humor, and different kind of music, the series delivers a promising glimpse into a future of DCU studios. If this level of quality continues, the DCU is off to an exciting start. All right, guys, so have you seen the first 2 episodes or even the first episode of Creature Commandos yet? If you have, let me know what you thought of it so far. Also, who is your favorite character in this show? I know it's kind of early to tell, but I am starting to really like not only the bride, but also Eric. But let me know in the comments below for sure, and let me know what I should review next. Last thing before I do go, you guys, please make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date. My name's Jacey from Jacey Flicks, and until next time, I'm out.